What up?
Damn.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Kev.
It's your boy B. Lou.
And y'all are now tuned into the On the Low podcast.
Let's get it.
I don't know why these bitches be tripping, they all on my phone. I just be pimping, these other dudes simping. I'm making a killing, I'm chasing the millions. Yeah, I don't know why these bitches be hoes, they doing the most. I'm chasing my goals, that's how it goes.
Yerp.
All right, everybody. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope y'all drink your water, y'all eating your fruit, y'all staying healthy and hydrated. We want to come talk to y'all a couple topics today. Nothing too crazy. We're going to talk a little bit about Super Bowl, talk about Podcon, talk about accountability, mindset.
Halftime show.
Yeah, we got some good topics for y'all today.
But first, we'll talk about the direction of On the Low.
Yes, I like that.
It's the On the Low podcast brought to you by On the Low Media, covering more than just the podcast. Podcast is still coming out like regular, but we're just adding on to the brand, kind of creating an umbrella of other things that falls underneath On the Low and everything that we do. Freestyles are still coming as usual. It's really like the Instagram page. We're going to start reporting on more things. Just a media page as opposed to just podcasts every single week.
Yeah, we're doing this as a way to get more content out to you guys. That way we can better ourselves and better our brand, better content, better everything for you guys and for us. And it's only up from here.
Just growth.
Exactly.
Definitely growth. An
idea that we actually picked up when we were at Podcon.
Yep. Shout out Podcon. Shout out Wallos putting that together. Hit me up for an interview, Wallos.
Anyway, there was some. So Podcon was great. There was some big names out there speaking. Wallo actually started it off. He brought out the mayor of Philly, which was lit.
He did bring out the. She's a real ass mayor. She real as fuck.
She definitely had a good message. Her message was one Philly all together. I liked it. We also heard from the CEO of the Shade Room, Angelica. She was talking, spitting game for everybody. Who else was up there? Brian Anderson, the global head of music and
of YouTube
and ad sales for YouTube.
That was music and podcasts.
And ad sales too.
Ad sales?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Charlamagne the God was up there. He was doing this thing as per usual. Tori Dunlap, she was first 100K.
Okay. Yeah, she was tough too. Because she set a goal and just hit that shit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what the game is all about, setting goals and reaching them.
Who do you think you took the most from at Podcon?
I want to say Wallo, just because his mindset. I pay really close attention to people's mindset. You can hear it in the words they use when they speak. You can see it in their body language. You can see in how they carry themselves. So even past what he was saying, I was paying very close attention to his body language and how he carried himself. And it tells you a lot about somebody, what they've been through, and how they had to tweak their mindset to get there. So that's really what I took a lot from it. Was that's a man who's really about his business, and he's standing on it. And I respect that. Nothing but love for Wallo. What about you?
I really took a lot from, what was the Shade Room? Angelica. Yeah. I took a lot from her because the way she described her story, fucking like, she like owed rent. And she was like, had this podcast, they're not podcast, this Instagram page that was getting some buzz. And she was like, okay, I need to make some money now. I don't have a job. And just went like 100% on that and growing that and really monetizing it, and was able to pay her rent plus a lot more. As you guys know, it's like one of the fastest growing media pages ever.
Yeah,
and
she did her thing.
Kind of what inspired us, or I don't know about you, but me into moving into that. And then my boy Deke pulled up. Shout out Deke.
Yeah, shout out to Deke. It was it's definitely a good move to expand to media, just because it gives you more ways to go. Like you're not nailed down to one spot, which is something that I think it's a key to have as a content creator. You can't be too niched in. Granted, it's great to have a niche, but it's also good to be able to have fun with it and
it's
mix
good
it up.
To be niched, but like branch out in that niche.
Yeah,
because a lot of people just stick one very specific niche, which works, but we're not super specific, one-dimensional type of guys. So just branding our niche as culture helps a lot, because we can really just talk about what we like.
That's what it's about, right? I'm not about to be up here talking about stuff I don't like. For example, the Chiefs, even though they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was a good game, though. I ain't gonna lie.
That was a great game.
It was a good game.
That's what I like about the Super Bowl. Not what I like about the Super Bowl. That's what I like to see in a Super Bowl is a good game. I don't want to see a blowout. So yeah, it's definitely an overtime win for Patrick Mahomes. I'm not a fan of the Chiefs, as I'm sure Kevin knows.
You're not a fan of Patrick Mahomes.
No, I'm not a fan of the Chiefs or Patrick Mahomes.
There's no one on the Chiefs you fuck with as a player?
I don't like the organization, but I don't like... when I say I'm not a fan of Patrick Mahomes, I 100% respect greatness and I respect champions. That man is a champion. However, I just don't... He's just not a favorite player of mine. I don't like him. I don't like him on that aspect. So that's what that is.
What do you think... My fault. Did I?
No, go ahead.
What do you think the 49ers could have done?
Ran the ball?
Other than that fucking blocked PAT.
The 49ers, what they should have did is if you paid attention in the first half, they were killing them with the run game, giving the ball to CMC. Mm-hmm. They didn't keep that up in the second half. They kind of, in my eyes, they relied on Brock Purdy too much in the second half.
And not George Kittle.
You have a young quarterback who's on the biggest stage he could be on, and you're going to put the game. Granted, you got to be able to trust your quarterback to put it in his hands, yes. But when you have Christian McCaffrey, who was
not when you have the most skilled running back,
who's picking up 7-8 yards a carry in the first half, in the first quarter,
dumb.
And then you just go away from that and never come back to it. Of course, you're gonna lose the game.
Yeah, I was watching with my pop-up, and he's old school. He hates a team that doesn't run the fucking ball. He's an Eagles fan, so they haven't been running the ball. He's been pissed all season. But yeah, that was a fun game to watch. The overtime rules were confusing to me because everyone kept talking about a second overtime, but it wasn't tied. Did we ever clarify that?
No, it's so they had so who got the ball first? The 49ers had the ball first. They went down, got the field goal. Mm-hmm. So the next team to get the ball has a chance to score. Fuck the clock. They have a chance to score. They have to be stopped by the down or by a turnover. Mm-hmm. Clock doesn't matter. So the clock was going to reset anyway. Think of it as just going from the first quarter to the second quarter. Think of it like that. The game keeps going. That's the new overtime rule, specifically for the Super Bowl, because there has to be a winner. The clock.
I get it has to be a winner, but like if the clock runs out and someone's up, I don't see why they add a second.
Because they didn't fully get their chance to score.
It was 15 minutes.
And the 49ers had the ball for 7 of them.
That's time management. It's football.
Look, you're complaining to me, but I'm telling you the rules.
I know you're telling me the rules. I'm not complaining to you. I'm just saying it's dumb. I think so.
I mean, yeah, but
you got the ball in the fourth quarter, and they're not going. Whoa! He gets a chance to score.
That's the fourth quarter, not overtime. So
it's fucking stupid. But Deke said, "Why have a clock at all?"
Start a petition then.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. I don't care that.
So
much.
It's not that stupid then, is it?
We're talking about it on the podcast, so I'm just gonna talk shit. It's stupid.
All right.
I got a mic in front of me. That's what we do. Talk shit.
Nah, you're supposed to stand on business. Start that petition then, homie. But
Bro, I barely even know who's on my favorite football team. You think I'm gonna start a petition for the NFL to change something?
Hey, ignorance is bliss, I guess.
Yeah, my team's ass. We were 4-10 or some shit like that.
No, because you know my team wasn't ass.
No, I was rooting for him.
Weren't we all?
The nation was. Except for Kansas City. What, Missouri? Is that where Kansas City is? Yeah.
Yeah, sounds right. But yeah. That being said, the Super Bowl was definitely it was a good game to watch. Had a good time with the fam, feeling me. We was having a lemon pepper step of wings out there. I was killing them wings. Yeah,
that halftime show, Usher killed that shit. That was one of the best halftime shows I've seen in recent history.
That was top 3 in a long time. Top 3 in a long time.
The only one that is close is when Dr. Dre and shit was out there with Snoop Dogg and 50. It was a couple years ago.
What I will say is I'm not a fan of Usher's fit when he started. When he was right before he walked down them steps, where he had on that glittery cape with the all white. I was not a fan of that. I didn't know that Usher was nice with it on the skates, so that was interesting.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah,
that was interesting to see. Before. He looked like he would be nice on skates, but I never knew he actually was.
Do you think Swiss Beats knew about that performance or the choreography? I should say.
I don't think he knew about it, But me personally, I'm not letting that slide. That's just me.
Oh, not me. Usher would have had to see me outside, man.
Nah, because he was cheesing.
And then she gotta go because she was happy too, bro.
Nah, Usher was happy. He was cheesing. He said, "Come here, baby girl."
I had Alicia Keys that close. I'll be happy too. I don't care who I am.
Now, you know what we were saying too when I saw it? I was talking with my sister. We were like, Usher has looked the same since we were kids. He doesn't age.
I had that same thought with my papa, but the crazy thing is we don't realize he became famous at such a young age. He's only 45. That's not old.
That's a little old, but it's not.
I mean, it's
not old.
Getting there, but he got famous in 97 when he was like 17.
No, but I'm saying that for him to still look like he's 17 is like, bro, I'm like
he's aged a little bit, but
Usher don't look like he 30.
Oh, he looked like he 30. You're bugging.
Low 30s tops.
He look like he about 37.
No, he do not.
Yeah, he do.
You crazy.
But still, he not old because he was famous so young.
But what I will say is, Alicia aged.
Oh yeah,
but she still look good. So I'm like, all right, that's you feel me? She doing her thing.
She stood up off that piano. I was like, God damn, Alicia.
She doing her thing though. I'll tell you what, she definitely doing her thing.
Y'all caught that first note?
Who didn't catch? She didn't catch that first note.
I wasn't even hating though. She hopped right back on it. Like they're talking so much shit. I'm like, damn, this is the first thing that came out her mouth. Yeah. She might have missed mic check.
Football players get nervous for the game. Performers sometimes they get nervous to perform.
I don't even think it was nerves. It was just it came out wrong, and she immediately corrected it, and then didn't slip up again.
I mean, yeah, it could be anything, but she could have had to clear her throat. It just didn't. You feel me? You feel me? But
who else he brought out? He brought out will.i.am. Ludacris.
Luda came out with that big ass afro.
Fucking he brought out, did he bring out someone else too?
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Nah, there's someone else. Who was wearing them socks?
Fucking
that was a Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, it was.
That was Jermaine Dupri? Yeah. Oh my god.
I couldn't even tell who it was. He looked like CeeLo Green for a second.
He had on them with them socks with the little loafers. That was not it. I don't know what that was.
He had on them he looked like Lord Farquaad's shoes.
He had on the Pilgrims.
Yeah, with the lace around the top of the socks or something like that.
His socks look like the socks that little ballerinas be wearing with the little frilly things on them.
Yeah,
like, oh, bugging.
Mad dainty.
But yeah, it was definitely a good show though. Super Bowl was a good show. Definitely was a good performance by Usher. One of the better ones that I've seen in a long time. I'm still holding a grudge that it wasn't the Fentanyl Bowl with the Ravens and the Lions. I'm still holding a grudge about that.
I've never heard someone call it that.
You never seen that?
The Fentanyl Bowl is crazy.
You never seen that?
Not the Fent. Nah.
They was posting about that leading up to the AFC Championship. I seen a couple posts that were like, "We about to get the Fentanyl Bowl," and it was Baltimore and Detroit. I was dying when I saw that. But
that's wild.
But
I seen Usher live one time, but he had a broken leg and crutches, so it wasn't all that.
That took a turn.
He could still sing though. And his crutches were like solid gold. I don't know if it was solid, but it was gold. Allegedly real. I mean, it's not sure it probably were. But he threw one into the crowd. Someone left with that shit.
What a waste of money. Some gold crutches.
That ain't tricking if you got it.
Nah, it's still tricking. I always thought that was the dumbest phrase. It's definitely tricking even if you have it.
Didn't we have this like discussion last episode and you were on the other side?
No,
because I said the same thing. Who was that fuck was I talking to then?
It wasn't me, because tricking is tricking regardless. Tricking is making up for your lack of game. That's what tricking is.
Who the hell did I have this disagreement with? Because I had that same argument with somebody.
I was in the room.
With somebody.
I was a guest.
I don't know who it was, but yeah, I was like, man, tricking it's still tricking. You still got tricked.
Yeah.
I said it. I would say it's not tricking if you fucking.
Nah, it's still tricking. It's still tricking.
Because if you spend money and you didn't fuck, man, you just down bad, bro. You give it up.
You got to define tricking though, because you can spend money by going to get sushi and then taking her back to the crib, but that's not tricking. That's just going on a date. But if you're paying for purses
so when does it turn into tricking? If like you just keep taking her out on dates, how many dates is tricking?
Dates aren't tricking, in my opinion.
So I mean, if you keep going and you're not getting it. At what point is it like?
That's not even tricking. That's delusion. That's
like she know what it is. She's tricking.
She's finessing. I don't even call that. I feel like tricking is more so buying material things than taking a girl on experiences, especially if you were going to go there anyway. So like if I'm going to go get sushi, but I just invite her to come with me and I like to get sushi a lot, I don't think that's tricking. You're not going to buy it. Like, I think tricking is when you start buying women things like like belts, purses, cars, shoes.
Yeah, that's wild.
Paying rent, paying phone bills and stuff. Like, I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. You got to be wifey.
Exactly. You got to be living with me, and I'm not paying her bills. I'm paying my bills that she stays under. So,
and the phone plan was cheaper with 2 lines. So.
Feel me?
Nah, that's funny.
Still on the family plan.
Nah. Feel me? You gotta have the family plan for
that.
Exactly. All right, switching gears real quick. So we talked about the Super Bowl. We talked about Podcon. We talked about
Usher.
Halftime. A little bit about tricking. That was a random one.
Yeah, that was.
I want to talk about mindset a little bit because this is something that I had to click for me recently, which was accountability and understanding that you have to take control. In order to take control of your life, you must first take responsibility. And this is something that a lot of people run from. A lot of people run from taking responsibility for actions that happen in their life, even if they aren't your fault. And I think that's even if it isn't your fault is the biggest difference maker a lot of the time. So you have to be able to see an event happen, understand why the event happened, and what you could have done differently to change the said outcome. If you want a desired outcome, you have to understand all the moving parts of it and be willing to take responsibility for them, even if it's not your fault. And that even if it's not your fault shit is something that I learned through football, especially playing quarterback in high school. I never forget Coach Newman. Shout out to Coach Newman, old Newman. Shout out to Coach Newman. He told me that to be a good leader, you have to be willing to take the blame for things that you didn't even do. And then you have to make adjustments and move forward without getting hung up on taking the blame. And that was something that he told me that in high school, but I didn't even understand it and start doing it until late in college. And he told me that maybe my sophomore year in high school. I'm about to be 26 next month, so damn near 10 years ago.
About 10.
And it's just not really sinking in what that truly means. And I think once you become accountable for everything going on in your life, then you can change it. Until then, you're going to be stuck right where you at because you get what you're willing to accept in life, not what you want, which is something else that I had to learn too. Needless to say, put your foot on the gas, get up and go do something about it. Don't just sit there and complain. Because the only reason you're right where you at right now is because of you and nobody else. Just had to get that off my chest.
It's a good one. I was trying to think of a question to follow up on that, but I don't really have nothing.
What you mean? What you mean by question? Like?
I don't know, just to follow up and just learn. I get you to talk more about it. But I really don't have anything.
Yeah, it really just comes down to. It really just comes down to standing on business, as everybody's saying nowadays. Everybody wants to be cool.
Standing on business.
Everybody wants to be cool and say they standing on business. But when that business is looking you in the face and it's time to put your big boy pants on and get to work, everybody's about to go roll up a spliff, or they about to go take a shot, or they about to go.
Yeah, stop smoking so much. Man, I stopped smoking and I feel like my head is like clearer.
It is 100%. There's no more brain fog. That was.
I ain't gonna lie and say I don't partake. But definitely not like a motherfucker was smoking.
Oh man. But yeah, it's true. It's true. Once you have clarity of your mind, you'll be surprised at what you're able to accomplish. And a lot of the stuff is incentivized nowadays. They want you to have brain fog. They want you to be slow. They want you to not have a quick trigger decision making skills. They want you to be behind the 8 ball, because what does that mean? It makes you an easier employee. It's the same reason why you're in school from 8 to 3 and then you go work from 9 to 5. You were just being conditioned to go do that. It's all part of the bigger plan.
I will say if someone like really feels like they can't stop smoking, at least just don't smoke while you have shit to do. Don't smoke until your day's done.
Yeah, or just
going to bed, about to chill. You when you're clocked out. Don't fucking smoke on your lunch break. Go back to work because then you ain't gonna do shit. I've been there. Works. It works when you're working at Walmart, but when you're trying to do bigger things, you can't smoke while you're trying to work.
Yeah, and then even on the bigger scale, you feel better if you put it down completely. So, but a lot of people can't stop cold turkey. We understand that. You gotta dwindle it down. If you,
it's the Fonto, man.
It's the tobacco. Yeah. A lot of people get addicted to the tobacco.
Real shit.
It'd be like that.
That's what gets you.
That's
like,
the most addictive part is the nicotine.
Yeah, that's what gets you actually like physically addicted, because weed, it's not necessarily addictive, but you can get addicted to anything. But it doesn't have that, I can't remember the exact term, but like something switches in your brain, causes you to crave it.
Okay.
Like the nicotine does. Like it literally rewires the way you think, and it's like, I need to hit something.
Yeah.
Weed, it's like, man, I feel like smoking.
And getting off the subject of weed.
It's easy to fold on I feel like smoking.
Getting on the subject of weed, what's even worse is them vape pens that y'all hitting. One of them vape pens is like 12 packs of cigarettes.
And y'all refused to buy another one.
And y'all be making fun of people who smoke cigarettes. I know y'all do.
Every one.
But you got that vape every time. Crackhead.
Bro, you seen the video?
I'll tell you every time.
You seen the video? They're in like a Burger King, and this kid is having a meltdown. Give me my fucking vape! Like screaming at the top of his lungs because he thought one of his boys had his vape. I don't even know if they did, but if I had your vape and you start acting like a child like that, you're not getting it back.
I'm gonna break it in half right in front of you. You start acting
I'll throw
like
it right in some water in a pond or something. Drop it in the toilet. They probably still hit it though.
That's disgusting.
A fiend's a fiend.
So to carry on to the accountability, how do you take accountability even when it's truly not your fault?
That's kind of what I was trying to go.
All right, so if anybody couldn't hear that because it was in the background, Deke asked, "How do you take accountability when it's truly not your fault?" And I'll answer that with, there was a saying that my defensive backs coach taught me when I was at Monmouth, and it was control what you can control. So if it's in your control, then get the shit done, and don't worry about looking left and right about what somebody else is doing. When you point a finger at somebody else, there's 3 more pointing right back at you. So control what you can control every time. Because your ability to understand that, yes, somebody else did X and it caused Y, which affected the outcome. You could have did Z to counteract their X and get the outcome you wanted. But you didn't see the bigger picture. You're too hung up on what they did. Focus on what you got to do and get it done. That's pretty much the best way I can answer that one.
That's a good one. That 3 pointing back. Where did I hear that? When you point a finger at somebody, 3 pointing
I forgot where I heard it too. I heard it somewhere.
I've definitely heard it before. I was like, oh, he spit.
No, yeah. But
I think it might have been Survivor. But probably not where you heard it, but I think it was from Survivor.
Definitely not where I heard it. Survivor is crazy. You think you could ever do Survivor?
Oh, yeah.
You're not making it 2 days on that bed.
Who?
You.
Oh, I got a lot of stored energy, bro. I'm making it. Fucking Survivor, yes. I'm winning the games, all that.
Ain't no way you just called it stored energy, bro. Get out my face. Boy, you're crazy.
Yeah. Nah, I seriously could. I don't know how far I'd get, but I know I wouldn't be like the first one voted off.
Okay.
I'll at least get myself middle of the road.
This is completely, we were talking about reality TV, so now do you think you can go on Love Island?
I never even watched Love Island.
Oh man. I think you should watch it. But watch it with like,
I don't think they accepted me though.
Okay. I can see that. That's understandable. But I watch it with my sister sometimes. Love Island is fire when you get sucked in.
Mm-hmm.
I like to psychoanalyze why people do the things they do because it helps me understand in real life why people do the things.
That's why I watch reality shows and shit too.
Exactly. So, but all Love Island basically is it's a popularity contest while you're speed dating.
Damn.
You have to win over America and you have to win over the people in the villa while you're trying to find the love of your life type. type stuff.
Is there like people getting voted off?
Yes, you can get voted off by America. You can get voted off by the people in the villa.
Damn, you fighting.
It depends. It just depends. It depends on, and you don't know who's doing what vote until you're sitting at the fire pit, and the host is like, "All right, now
On some Survivor type shit.
pretty much, pretty much." So, and I asked that question because my sister was telling me I could go on there, and I'm like, I probably could. So I might submit a little.
All I know is if I
need to find love,
bro. I was watching the fucking season of Survivor like 3 weeks ago, and I literally thought about submitting just to see what happens.
I might submit for Love Island
Because
it's about time I find wifey.
If I end up on a reality television show, bro, I am playing the game. I am backdooring. I'm cutting people that I'm calling my bro and I'm taking to the end. Bro, I'm winning. I swear to you.
You gonna be a menace? You going there?
Menace, yes, but I'm gonna be smiling at everyone's face. Like, what's his name? Tony.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I know.
If y'all watch Survivor, you know Tony.
He's been on multiple seasons, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
And he was working on it.
Bro, every time he working, bro.
Yeah.
Won that first season, crazy. Watch it. It's like season 3. It's on Netflix. Go ahead, tap in. Tony, man. Killed that shit.
I need my check from Survivor.
But I was just watching another one called, what the fuck's it called? The Trust.
It's not like you can't trust nobody on that show.
No, bro. You can't trust nobody on this show. It's like, it starts with 12 people and it's like a pot of 250,000. And at the beginning, everyone's a winner. They don't have to vote anyone off.
Okay.
So you could just go throughout the weeks, vote nobody off. Everyone gets a cut of the 250K.
Yeah.
But every day there's a vote if you want to cut somebody off. They don't say who sent a vote or how many votes. They just say this person has been voted for and this person's been voted for. This person got more, you're out.
Okay, so if at the end of the week you have the most votes, you're out of there.
Yeah. Or you can choose not to vote.
So what do they do throughout? Are they just in the crib doing nothing?
They're
What are
in
they
the
doing
crib. There's different like trust exercises as far as like the very first one I can remember. It was they were pulling like people's truths out of a hat that didn't have any name, and they could either fess up that's mine, or they could not be quiet, or they can be quiet. Like one was I'm a millionaire, so everyone was trying to find out the millionaire. They're like, you don't need the fucking money. Let's get him the fuck out of here.
Oh, he was sitting there quiet.
Bro, I ain't. If you plan on watching it,
No.
He ain't plan. He was holding it for a couple of weeks and then was like, oh, it was eating at me. I'm the millionaire. Gone. Bro should have just shut the fuck up. They all liked him.
If you were quiet for a couple of weeks,
Bro,
people be losing on purpose.
it's dumb as fuck. But I know that's a game I'm getting grimy. Bro.
I don't think I could be grimy. Like if I go on Love Island, I'm really going on there to find love. But
Is there a cash prize?
yeah.
Then you going for the cash prize, bro. I know you.
But not. So you know what I love about Love Island? What they do at the end is so at the end when there's just one couple left, they're like they pick the winner's individual, but you're in a couple on Love Island. Like if you're not in a couple, you can get voted off. Like you have to be in a couple.
Oh shit.
Exactly. So, but at the end there's a couple, and then one of them wins, and then they ask the person who wins, "Are you going to share it or are you going to keep it?" Which is because now is, were you really here for love or were you here for that check? And it is wild. It's wild. Me and my sister be geeking watching.
How many times they're like, I want to check.
Geeking watching it. I've only seen one where the guy was like, "Nah, I'm keeping it for myself."
I feel like that's what you would do, bro.
Dang, you think I'm a menace like that? You think I'm heartless? That's crazy.
No, you're a savage gentleman.
First of all, I'm just a gentleman, and I think I'd split it if she was a good girl.
If you found love?
Yeah, if I found love on Love Island in a villa.
So if you get there, you're not jacking any of the bitches. You're not going to fake it to make it to the end?
No, I'd explore my options with each girl in the villa to see who I had the biggest connection with, couple up with that one. And then when the next batch of girls came in, I'd figure that out.
Oh, there's batches.
New people come in on the show. It starts off with 10 people. I forgot you haven't seen it. I'm sitting here talking to somebody who ain't seen it.
New people come.
All right, so peep. The show starts off. There's 5 girls, and then the guys come in. The very first episode, the guys come in one by one. And when a guy walks up, if the girl likes him, they step forward. If they don't, then they just stay there. So everybody gets coupled up to start. So there's 10 people in the villa to start. Usually what they do by the second episode is they bring in 2 new girls. And you got to get coupled up. The 2 new girls are like, all right, you got a week to get coupled up. And then when you're single, you're vulnerable to be dropped from the island. Throughout the show, they'll bring in new people like every couple days, just to mess up the couples that are currently a thing, and just to
make
spice
the show
it up.
interesting.
Yeah, to spice it up. But then what they do is halfway through the season, they have Casa Amor, where so let's say everybody in the villa's been coupled up with the same person the whole time. Casa Amor, they take the girls, send them to a separate villa. Then they bring a whole new set of girls to the villa with the guys. And then after Casa Amor, they have to choose if they're going to pick the new person from Casa Amor or if they're going to go back to who they was with the whole time.
That's wild.
Bro, it'd be so dramatic. It's fire.
What about Too Hot to Handle? What would you do? Say you went there thinking it's Love Island, and they're like, "Uh-oh, nope, can't touch her."
Man, I think for the betterment of the group, I wouldn't mess up the money. I might slip up with a little kiss here and there.
I mean, if you're gonna slip up a kiss, you might as well go all the way.
No, because that difference in bread is crazy, bro.
But
you never watched Too Hot to Handle?
Yeah, but think
taxing.
about the end amount. They only win in like, I mean, I would say only, but it's like $8,000.
And people like you are why everybody at home be mad as hell when they ruin the prize money.
Listen, what I'm saying is, you don't think that trip, if you doing whatever you want, ain't worth $8,000?
You don't think that you couldn't bag her back at home after you got the money?
I'm talking about all of them.
What you mean, all the girls? What are you talking about?
Them girls be on some shit, bro.
They're going like that, bro.
Oh, I know no one else will. I'm just saying. They think they're already there just to party.
That's true. That's very true. Because they always
like
have
that's
the little
the
fake
mindset
show.
they go. Yeah, they're going in on it.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I've seen there's people there who are like, man, this is what I came here for. So fuck the money. And most of the time, people on those shows already got the money anyway. They're already like some influencer of some sort.
Not all the time, actually, which is crazy. But what I have noticed is that after they go on there, they're following skyrockets, bro.
They're they're a reality show. Like that's their shit. They go on other stuff now.
Exactly.
That's their career now, is reality shows.
And then like their content creator career takes off.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't doing it.
Oh yeah, you go on a show, you just create a TikTok and start doing dumb shit. You straight.
Yeah, which is like, yeah, I could never see it.
There's a show called The Mole I watched recently, and there was a girl from
I saw
Delaware.
that.
You seen The Mole?
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched like 2 episodes.
It was all right. There was a girl from Delaware on there.
I peeped.
She's fine too. But
you seen that video of Suki talking to Bobby Altov when she was like,
nah, I've heard of it though. I ain't seen
when
it.
she was like, Bobby was like, yeah, she said, blah, 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 you're a musician. She said, I'm a what? She said, you're a musician. She said, don't call me that. I ain't no musician. I'm an artist. I make music. I swear to you, bro, we can look it up right now.
No, I believe you.
She was getting offended. And then Bobby was like, wait, but hold on. And then she was like,
yeah. Did she break character on that one?
No. Bobby was like, but hold on. She was like, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. And then she was like, no, I know exactly what you said. I ain't no magician or nothing. And then,
magician?
Bro, I swear to you, you gotta watch the clip. You gotta watch the clip. And then Bobby was like, you make music. And she was like, yes. So you're a musician. And then she was like, I ain't no musician. She said, so I think you're a musician. She said, I'll do no thinking is ghetto. I know. That's exactly what she said. She said, I know I'm not no magician or musician, whatever Bobby said.
Damn. That went down a couple points on that one.
Yeah, that one was bad for business right there.
It's crazy. No one even knows she from Delaware too. That's the crazy part.
Probably should have kept that to ourselves after that tidbit of information.
I don't care.
Here we are.
She ain't on my show. She can come on though. I'm gonna talk about her artistry.
I'm gonna call her a musician.
Call her a magician. See what happens.
See if she could do any tricks for us.
You got anything else you want to add?
I don't. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm great.
I got something to add. I need y'all to subscribe right now. Hit that big red button for your boys. Check us out on Instagram @official on the low. That's where a lot of the media stuff's coming out. Remember, podcast as usual, freestyles per usual.
Drop a comment if you want more from me and Kev.
Yep.
if you want to see us do this more often, because this is something that we needed to get back to. We've been doing a lot of episodes collabing with other people, but we just want to get our voices out there too and get everything heard. So
drop a timestamp of any point of the episode that you liked. Leave some comments, show some love.
Let me know what y'all thought of Usher's fits during halftime.
But most importantly, I can't stress this enough. Subscribe. I'm at 302kev on Instagram.
I'm at BLU13.
And we'll holla at y'all next time.
We out.